the sun is out. It's about 40 degrees. That means spring is upon us. And there be motorcycles about. Spring is poking its head back out, and winter is releasing its icy grip from the roads, and there be motorcycles back on the roads. I'm hearing them going up and down in my area all the time, and I'm seeing them out on the roads. So what does all that mean? Well, what that means is that over the winter, car drivers have generally forgotten that motorcycles exist. So therefore, they are not really accustomed to seeing motorcycles on the road. And they are not going to be going out of their way. That was a groundhog. Well, they're not going to be going out of their way to look out for us. So, we kind of have to go out of our way to take extra caution to look out for them. That's just the way it is. Because we all know that people who drive cars can't be bothered to do anything past what they're already doing. I mean, granted, there is the exception that maybe the person who's driving the car is also a rider and does know what to expect and is thoughtful and considerate and does look out for motorcycles simply because part of their mindset is, oh, well, cars aren't the only ones on the road that I need to look for, and if it's not a car, then it doesn't register. Because I find that's typically how drivers are. If they don't see a car, it just doesn't register, and it might as well be that you don't exist. I know it's a sad state of affairs, but that's just how it is. So on top of the crappy roads that are covered in debris and dirt and all that stuff in the winter, you also have to be mindful of the Hibernation and take extra care to stay out of their way and do the best you can to protect yourself. Now, how can you do that? There's a few things you can do. A lot of these are covered in your basic, MSF rider course. But I'll tell you kind of some of the things that I do to look out for number one. The first thing you can do is, or the first thing that I really do is I ride in such a way as to be seen and to see to the best of my ability. So what that means is that what I'm trying to do is put myself in a position where I have the best visibility to see what's going on around me, and also in the best position that people are most likely to see me. That will give you plenty of time to kind of figure out what you need to do should you need to do something in a hurry. And that's really the name of the game, is obstacle avoidance when things go wrong. So the name of the game is just putting yourself in the best position to be able to give yourself the most time to react to a given situation. One of the other things that I do is I try to find open space to ride in. And it always seems that there's gaps between cars, like they like to travel in packs. And you can typically find the gaps in between and try to ride there. That's kind of what I do. So I'll find nice open space like this. See, I got this whole little section of road kind of to myself. Now, typically what I find happens is that cars will close in on me. And as they do, I'm looking for the next section of open road and to kind of plot my way to get to that section of open road. So there's a little bit of a chess game going on in my little noggin when I ride, and it's all about space management and looking for the next big gap between cars. I try to be fair about this and give the Cager Nation an opportunity to see me. One, by putting myself in the most visible spot that I can think of, but two, also driving in such a way that gives them time to look around, because they simply are not as keenly aware of their surroundings as a motorcyclist, simply because for some reason our driving methods and state of mind is a little bit more like a jet pilot and a little less like a subway passenger. So just to kind of be fair to all parties involved, I try not to come up on cars too quickly. I try not to ride in blind spots, and that gives them a chance. Couldn't resist.